Hi everyone, Tasha here, and welcome to my stop on the Multiplicity Crafts 10K Celebration Collab Hop. Today we're going to be sharing with you some fun interactive cards, and my project is going to be an Easter themed easel card, and I'm using this fun stamp set from Cat Scrappiness. I'll also be using pattern paper from the Cat Scrappiness Bunny Hop paper pad. I like this one because it's double-sided and it has so many different prints to choose from, and I wanted my card to be different shades of purple, so this was a perfect pattern paper for that. And then I'll be using white cardstock and 2 different purple cardstocks. To begin the project, we're going to create the base for our easel card. This is super easy to do. You'll take a standard piece of paper, 8.5 by 11, and cut it down vertically at 4.25. You'll end up with 2 bases, so you can make 2 cards out of 1 sheet of paper. After, you're going to score it at 5.5 and again at 2 3/4. So basically you're going to fold this card in half and then fold one of the sides in half again. So you don't even need to use a scoreboard for this card. After I was done, I went in with a bone folder and just reinforced those score lines. I just wanted to make sure that everything moved and opened and lifted up easily. You'll also need 4 pieces of paper cut for layers. So the base layer is 4.25 by 5.5. Then we have the pattern paper cut at 4 by 5.25. We have a piece of purple cardstock cut at 3 3/4 by 5, and then the white is cut at 3.5 by 4 3/4. I'll have the measurements in the description box below. For the greeting and the part that holds your easel standing up, you'll need 4 pieces as well, cut at 2 by 3.25, 1 3/4 by 3, 1.5 by 2 3/4, and 1.25 by 2.5. And they all layer up perfectly to give you a nice frame that shows that pretty pattern paper. And this is how it'll look all stacked up. After I was done cutting all the layers, it's time to create our background. I'm going to make a simple background just using a cloud stencil and some Distress Oxide ink, and I'm just going around the top portion of the white panel. You can use any color that you want for the clouds. I'm just using blue today. After I was done with the clouds, I took a piece of low-tacked masking tape and I'm just going to make a line along the bottom edge. And then I'm going to use some green Distress Oxide ink to create some grass. I'm using this bright green color because I wanted it to be bright and springy, perfect for Easter. After I had the ink color the way I wanted it, I gently removed the tape and it had a perfect line between the grass and the clouds. Now it's time to stamp my little bunny image. I'm using some totally black ink from Dare to Be Artsy. This ink is perfect for stamping and coloring with Copic markers because this hybrid ink won't smear the alcohol markers. I'm also going in with another stamp set from Cat Scrappiness that has several Easter themed greetings, and I'm going to stamp Happy Easter with the same black ink. This is really an easy sentiment. You could also handwrite a sentiment if you wanted to, but I like the way that this looks and it fits perfectly within that little frame. Here is my little image all cut out and colored up, and now it's time to assemble our card. I'm using some glue runner and I'm going to start with my panels. I'm going to attach the pattern paper to the light purple card base or back panel. Next, I'm going to attach the dark purple cardstock to the center card that we decorated. This way we have 2 layered panels that I'll layer on top of each other. I wanted to make sure I got this center panel in the center with a nice border, so I did it this way so I didn't have to worry about getting my layers perfectly straight. After I had all my layers assembled, I'm going in with my glue runner and adding glue just to that bottom or the smallest scored area. and then attaching the card to that folded card base. You want to make sure you only put glue on that bottom portion, otherwise your card will not open up. And you see how it's the perfect size? It's an A2 size card and it opens and closes. Next, I'm going in to attach my layers to that sentiment panel. I'm doing it in the same order. So I have the light purple, the pattern paper, the dark purple cardstock, and then my little Happy Easter greeting. After you have everything positioned the way you want it, you just want to make sure that you put it on your card so that your panel stands up the way you want it to. I wanted to make sure my panel stood up, that colored part or the part that's going to have my bunny is pretty straight. So you just want to fold it upward until you have it just in the way you want it, and then attach that bottom greeting, and that will hold it in place. Next, I'm attaching my little bunny. There was a lot of space on the top, so I decided to add a greeting within a little cloud. I took a little cloud die that I had and I just stamped a sentiment on it, and I'm using some foam tape to attach it above the bunny. And then next, to complete the card, I'm just going to add some white enamel dots. I love enamel dots, and these white ones are great just to add a little more detail to give it a finished look. So I'm just going to add some enamel dots in different sizes on the bottom of the card. And this is how it looks when it's all completed. You can make a whole bunch of these quickly, and I just love this easy card fold. I hope you enjoyed today's project and are having fun participating in the hop. Congratulations again, Miranda, on your 10K celebration and reaching this milestone. I hope you all are having a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.